Boom! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Comeback City. My name is Lance, and I'm joined by my co-hosts,
and Z Sky. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Welcome to another Comeback City episode on a Wednesday night, 8:15. Thank you all so much for being here. We have an absolutely packed show. If you guys are here bright and early, we got a lot to talk about today. If you're here, let me get some ones in the chat for an early roll call. We got a slam-packed weekly cooldown segment. We're going through a lot of news going on, not only World of Warcraft, but across the MMO genre and just gaming news in general. We got some new form freakouts that we're going to go through based on comments, discussions, and topics that you guys posted over on the forums and go through them. And then we're going to, dial it down with some casual discussions on some other important topics, including Midnight, some potentially new cash op things happening in World of Warcraft, and some other gaming news. Hoping everyone's having a wonderful night. Lance, how are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Having a good week at work so far.
Good. Donovan, Z-Mist, Trojan, Dewey, Max, how we all doing tonight? Scaldeer, what's going on, baby? So we got a lot to dive into, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to waste too much time. Let's not bullshit. We got so much to go through on tonight's episode, and a lot of really, really important stuff. So let's get into it. I know we discussed a little bit about this last week, but I'd want to dive into it a little more just in case anyone wasn't here. Really, really quick. But before we do, let's hop into the weekly cooldown segment. Let me pop open the animation. Sorry about that, guys. All right, it's time for the weekly cooldown. Your full recap of everything that went down in World of Warcraft this week, from blue posts and patch notes to clash changes, leaks, and more. We're breaking it all down for you right now, whether you missed a day or the whole week. Click that heartstone and get ready, because this is your reset. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you guys heard the intro, man. Got a lot to discuss when it comes to weekly cooldown. A lot of news in World of Warcraft this week. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump into some of the most important stuff here. New splash screen art, in case you guys weren't here for the last episode, reveals that the Midnight pre-patch launch could be around January 27th. Now listen, in case you guys aren't mathematicians and you don't put on the tinfoil hat every week like me and Lance do, first of all, this isn't that far away. Okay, so it's about 2 months away. But not only that, or 3 months, I guess. But not only that, if you add just a few weeks after that, typically the pre-patch is around 4 to 6 weeks, right?
Yeah.
It's going to estimate to be around, a near end February or early March release, just like those data mine files into that.
Wait,
what's going on? Talks to the people.
January 27th is 8 weeks after the 0.7 patch comes out exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
They're going to stick on the 8-week patch cadence all the way into midnight?
Into a midnight release.
Wait a second. So let's do, if that's the case, this could end up being, maybe it's an 8-week pre-patch.
Potentially? Or 6 weeks? 7 weeks?
What was the...
How's everyone doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Talk to me.
What was that leak?
January 27th.
What was the leak for the launch? That showed last week? Sometime in March?
I believe so, yeah.
So 8 weeks after that, I think it's March 27th or something.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, you could see very, very interesting stuff here. You could see it says right here on January 27th, alongside this date are other features of the expansion pre-patch, including the neighborhoods feature, obviously, of course, getting some updates. The Devour Demon Hunters and the ominous increased in cultist activity. So it looks like for the pre-patch event, March 10th, thank you, Z-Mist, they're more steady than a Swiss clock. Yeah, it's crazy. It's looking like this pre-patch event is going to be about the Twilight Cultist, I assume just rising up, and now I would assume,
if I had to guess, we're going to have cultist invasions, right? Just like every pre-patch since Legion.
There's some sort of
There's an invasion around the world. You're going to fly there, do the event, get a purple bag that gives you a piece or a currency that you can go and buy.
Yeah.
Pre-patch.
I agree. I think it's going to be something along those lines. I think lore-wise, I think it's literally just Twilight Cultists slowly transitioning into following Xalatath now. The Twilight Cultists in general are just one of the orc clans from the original Horde that involved.
We're also in Cataclysm.
Yeah, a big part in Cataclysm too. You're absolutely right. So, and they involved a lot of what were they? The Shadow Moon, like warlocks from Gul'dan as well. And then
they just worship the void.
Okay,
they want to bring the end time.
Eventually, they got to that. They just, I know they don't care about anything. They just want to wreak the chaos. I guess that's a simple way of saying it. I like your version a lot better. No need to get in the nitty-gritty. They just want to destroy all things. So now they're looking for some more power, and it looks as if they're going to be following Xalatath, and that's going to be the pre-patch event. So very cool overall. Like this stuff. Neighborhoods are going to be getting advanced as well. Kiko, what's going on, baby? How we doing? How are we doing? A lot of things to talk about tonight, guys. A lot of things to talk about. Right now, we're going to be breaking down pretty much everything, all midnight changes and stuff like that. So mark your calendars, dude. The 27th. It seems like it's far away, but I swear to God, we just had a talk the other day about how housing is 100 days away or a little over it, and now it's way, way, way less.
No, January 27th is not very far away at all for a pre-patch.
No.
And actually, when you think about it and put it into perspective, it makes you wonder, do they have enough time to finish this expansion?
Dude, I don't know. Because they're moving fucking quick. We're already on the last phase of alpha. Beta is going to be coming in either this week coming up or the following week. I would assume by the cadence they're moving, it's just going to be this week. Like, I'm like, they haven't messed up yet. They're moving very, very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And they are not fucking around. So what do you guys think about that? Do you guys like the fact that they're moving quickly? But there is the off chance that if you move too fast, what happens? You stumble, you trip up, some things slip up, you miss some things.
You know what I'm not so worried about?
What do you guys think?
The content itself, I'm sure will be fine. I think what I'm most worried about is obviously the add-on thing.
Okay.
But also a lot of the classes feel...
Yes and no?
A lot of class and specs. Some of them feel great, but a lot of them feel like they have some cooking left.
Yeah, they are unfinished. A lot of these classes. Yeah. I would say the bulk of them, like 60% of them, need a lot of work. And by the way, you want to know who I'm primarily talking about? Healers. Every healer that I've spoken to, the majority of them are like, yeah, I don't have any buttons anymore. What is going on? Like, where are my buttons? And we have a little image that we're going to be able to go through. I'll pull up in just a minute. It shows...
A lot of people are going to be thinking healer or not.
Sure. I mean, yeah. But we have something that I can show. Let me see if I can try to find it here really quick, just to show you guys an example. Boom. Boom. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to pull up something, a nice little image for you guys when it comes to the changes for healers in Midnight. This is a simple, basic graphic. You can see this is what's cut from every healer spec coming into Midnight World of Warcraft in a very simple way. Everything X'd out is gonzo. And you look at a spec like Holy Priest.
Wait, Renew's gone completely?
What's going on? Holy Paladin, they got some decent changes, but Disc Priest, a lot of stuff gone. Obviously, they're keeping, their atonement and stuff. I mean, it's a lot. It's crazy. So that is one thing I'm worried about, is the, finality of how much pruning are we going to do towards some of these healer specs. And it is something that does worry me, honestly, that we're going to have to talk about. Resto Shaman and Priest got gutted. Yeah, absolutely. They got gutted a lot, and it's left a lot of sour taste in their mouths. Moving into it, we also got some very, very, very big class changes over on the alpha. Thank God. Some classes need some changes and adjustments, but we also got some key ones to go through. I'm not going to go through every single one of these step by step. I don't think there's a point in that. They are activating Prey to be able to be tested this week, which is a very, very good thing. I'm excited to see what that's about. The rest of the Delves, they go through some class sets. Will balance Feral Guardian. Too crazy here. I think Feral Druid set, I actually think it's pretty bad. I assume that's going to get changed. Nothing too crazy here when it comes to sets. That's like completely, mind-boggling. I just want to go over some very, very key changes here. Now, I will say Demon Hunter, Devour Demon Hunter got a lot of really good changes, right, Lance?
Yeah, I will say they cooked on the melee side of it.
Yeah.
Caster side seems a little bit,
heavy-handed on the nerfs, huh?
not even the nerfs, it's just, I'm not worried about numbers, I'm just worried about, it really feels like it's missing a button now compared to the melee.
For sure. I could totally see that. And once again, they're going through stuff. I don't love the whole dial up a knob thing. I'd rather make a rotation feel better to dive into rather than just simply dialing up a knob and being like, okay, do more damage. I hate that. I've always hated that. Like, okay, this class isn't really right. Let's just amp it up by 5%. I've always hated that thing.
Yeah.
Sardine with the 5 stream streak. Insane. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate the love. Absolutely insane. Evening, guys. Have a great show. I cannot say, but I will leave this up to Boost Watchers. Mary, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I don't know what it's like to main as a healer, but I was trying the Mage Tower on my Holy Priest, and I was so overwhelmed compared to my Assassination Rogue. I made Paladin. I felt like, yeah, that's fuck that. I don't even want to think about it. Healing right now is just incredibly stressful in general in World of Warcraft, so I don't know if this is even going to make it any better. New talents and stuff like that, so a lot of good changes, I would say, for Melee Devourer that we're going to have to dive into. And we'll have to just check it out, have Lance go on the PTR whenever, the beta opens up and he gets max level testing, maybe. Or even if he wants to go out there recently and just dive in to see how it feels. So it's really hard to judge anything right now, guys, because there isn't any details. There's no damage. You have to literally manually log, and it's really frustrating.
But you shouldn't even be worried. Like, numbers mean nothing right now. They haven't even begun tuning. It's all... The only thing that matters is...
Feeling.
How does it feel?
Yeah. Just feeling.
How does it feel?
Does it feel good? Is there a variety of build paths?
Yeah, almost don't even... If you're looking at the numbers right now, big mistake. It means nothing.
Yeah, no big changes for augmentation or prez. Nothing too crazy here to talk about. Hunter, they did get some good changes. I was really hoping for some other Survival Hunter changes that were gonna, shake some stuff up. We all know Survival Hunter is going through a little bit of a identity crisis right now. With the whole bomb and explosive and wildfire thing going on. So I was hoping for some more direction to lean toward that, or just completely get rid of it entirely. They didn't do anything, so hopefully we're getting some changes in the future. Marksmanship Apex talent that got leaked, or I guess
you know what?
shown.
The Marksmanship Discord is not happy,
Really,
which is weird because I thought it was pretty cool.
when you get lock and load surging shots or death blow, your next aim shot, rapid fire, or kill shot will deal 25% additional bleed damage to the target over 8 seconds. I guess not. I don't know. I think it's decent. I thought it was pretty good, and I thought it doesn't affect your rotation too bad. Survival, some very, very basic things changed. Nothing crazy here. Something very interesting we have to talk about right now, guys, is Monk in general. I would say Windwalker got some massive changes. One of the really big ones is that Invoke Zuin the White Tiger is no longer a Windwalker monk ability. It's now a Celestial or Conduit of Celestials talent. So now Windwalker monk does not summon this passively. If you're Shadow Pen, you are not summoning Zuin the White Tiger. So that's very, very interesting. And then they just rework some damage numbers and stuff like that. So could be cool. Shadow Pen also got some adjustments. Nothing too over the top here, just more effects stacking on stuff. I think it's cool. I don't know. We'll have to see. But once again, they're going this route of changing their cooldowns again. It's no longer Weapons of Order. It's now going to be called Zenith. Never heard of that before in my entire life playing World of Warcraft, so we'll have to see if something like that even sounds or feels good. Now, I also believe that it's very similar to Weapons of Order, like how it just was, where it just gives you a bunch of resources and stuff like that, but I mean, I'm just going to have to go in there and test it out. Like, I don't know what feels good or what feels bad out of all this. Like, you see giant numbers here, like blackout kick damage. So, like, I don't know if they're going the route of just making them a lot more consistent DPS rather than, like, cooldowns and stuff. So, we're going to have to see. Priest got some changes. I don't know too much about Holy or Disciplined Priest, so I can't really speak on them that much. Rogue got some good Deathstalker updates, and then Arms Warrior got some more changes as well. New talents. They got Avatar back, which I guess that lasted about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Avatar is officially back for Arms Warrior. A new talent, Mass Execution, which makes your Cleave and Whirlwind deal more damage when enemies are low health. Tactician redesign. A lot of stuff overall changed. Once again, do we know if it's good or not? We have to get in there and just test it out. It's a lot. And it's really, really hard to judge anything right now without having to, literally go through and level a character to max level. So I'm not trying to make too many class videos right now, other than the initial reaction type, until we get our hands on some endgame characters to see and, view what actually feels good. So,
yeah.
When it comes to class changes and everything like that, that's pretty much it. Let me go ahead and close this.
Mega, what's up, man?
Mega, what's going on, baby?
Hi, y'all. Miss you all, and I hate real life. Why? What's going on, man? What's going on in the real life, huh?
So, also, when it comes to midnight player housing, there could be additional reputations being sort of involved in this, Lance. They stated right here, Mira, far away from her... sorry about that. That happened. Mira, far away from her home of Voldoon, Mira has decided to travel the world as a merchant alongside her best friend. So I assume that's a little Volpira. I assume. Lily Estraza lives at the Ruby Life Shrine within the Dragon Isles, but is known for wandering off to visit interesting places. So the Red Dragon Flight. Flynn once made his living as a pirate captain off the coast of Coltyrist. And Coltyrist pirates. And then the power of friendship. What the fuck is that?
The bucket for all neighborhood visitors who could become friends with the player.
Power of friendship.
Probably a bad name for it.
What the fuck is that? Power of friendship. Get that shit out.
Well, that's what we have. That's what we have here in this guild.
Get it out.
Power of friendship is what keeps this guild alive.
Power of friendship is no bueno. Get that shit out of here. That's a terrible name. No likey, that one. A unique idea to bring attention to here is the power of friendship, which details all the neighborhood visitors who can become friends with the player. Based on this, we could possibly see the different weekly quests or activities that allow you to build stronger relationships with them. This looks like a similar idea to the other reputations we've seen in the past, such as Shadowlands, Ember Court, or Mops.
Of course.
So the power of friendship. You get to select one and, go about your day, I guess.
No. Holy Ghost can keep his ass out of my neighborhood.
Yeah, but I don't think this is from Shadowlands, the example. M4, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the love.
Merilith can come, but Peligos keep his ass
I think
out.
having reputations tied to neighborhood, I think that's a cool thing. I think it's a cool thing because there are going to be a lot of people who want to dive into neighborhood.
You also want those people who are going to play housing to have also some gameplay to do, other than just
housing.
There's only so many times you could decorate.
Yeah, yes, you're right. So I definitely agree when it comes to that. Also, when it comes to Midnight and more news upon that, we also got the brand new Silver Moon civilian transmogs. And, the War Withins were okay at best.
No, hold on. There's some good things there. I think I bought them all.
Okay. That's good. I'm really happy for you. But you're not going to sit here and try to compare those outfits with these.
Yeah, but they had that. There was that one that gave you a cool bandana like Rambo.
That's good.
So.
But ladies and gentlemen, can we all agree that already the very first one that we could see when it comes to these civilian outfits is already miles ahead compared to the War Withins? Can we all agree? This is the very first one we're seeing here. I mean, look at the gloves.
I could like some Void Elf style one.
This is really nice. A nice little dark green. Ooh, look at that beautiful crisp blue. Oh, yeah. All day.
You got any Draenei type?
don't think so. On Silver Moon.
Damn it.
So is this like an updated, like...
That looks like a Blood Elf Bandit mask.
Updated Blood Elf Bandit mask? It is. I don't love it. I'm gonna be honest. They look good, though? No, they look good. They look good for sure. Not bad. Not bad, not bad.
I like that one. I like that one.
Beautiful blue. Love the green.
That's the one.
That's a
Man, I'm going to wear that mask on all my characters.
These are all good. They're all excellent. Little elegant transmog sets.
Caster, actually. Actually, it's not too
Really, really, really nice stuff.
They didn't show them all.
So, overall, very, very nice. I like these already miles ahead better than the War Within. And I will absolutely, in my opinion...
Can I tell everyone what you're thinking about playing next expansion so far?
And
tell them what you've been doing on your off time.
First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you guys as well. What are you guys planning on, I guess, right now? Too early to tell. Who are you thinking about maining heading into a new expansion? Because right now, guys, I'm leaning heavily toward a Draenei enhancement shaman.
Oh, shit.
It's true. It's true, I know. Shaman is by far one of the most fleshed out classes over on Alpha between Elemental and Enhancement. And man, what are the bad news? We're going to get into in about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Lock is always DK Unholy, Warrior, Balance.
Ooh, Balance, okay. Balance is interesting. Additionally, ladies and gentlemen, tier set tokens are going to be slightly changed in terms of grouping. So right now we have it like, it's almost like randomized in a way. Like Hunter can be grouped with Warrior and as well as like, I don't know, Paladin or something. Like it's really random at times. I know there's a set order, but I don't even remember. If you remember it, you're crazy. The idea now is that the token set types are going to be tied to the armor type. So very simple. Clothies are going to be rolling against clothies. Leather people are going to be rolling against leather. Mail for mail, plate for plate. That's it. This rogue one's probably a typo. We can go ahead and assume that that's not going to be there. Elemental Shaman, Lock, Retribution Paladin, okay. Unholy DK, Night Elf, Feral Druid, damn, okay. Void Scythe, Singing, Void Elf, Demon Hunter, Devourer, that's crazy. Bad news equals New World shutting down. Well, yeah, that too, but some other stuff with World of Warcraft I'm a little bit worried about that I want to talk about with you guys. So definitely good changes when it comes to these tier sets. Can I get some W's or L's in the chat for this? I feel like this is a W because it's just very simple, easy, like macro change. I feel like it should have been like this the entire time.
I don't think it's going to change like groups or anything like that, right? I don't think
so either. But it's just easier to understand.
If you're bringing half your raid as the Mystic, I don't think you're going to not bring them, right? But yeah, whatever.
Yeah, honestly, there's really not that many people who play Evoker. So like in general, it's just Hunter rolling versus a Shaman. We'll say though, a lot of people play Hunter and Shaman. W, since you were on a 4-class token? Shit, not anymore. So definitely a W. Could you imagine, guys, if low-key, out of nowhere, they release a plate-wearing rogue spec?
The Conquistador spec.
The Conquistador. That would be crazy. That would be out of control.
Man, I'll tell you what. I know people are saying, oh, but there's not that many mail wearers. That's a lie because there's a lot of hunters. So
that's true. That's true. Additionally, ladies and gentlemen, listen, a lot of players got baited this week very hard. World of Warcraft and all PC games coming to next-gen Xbox console per Windows Central. Damn. So people took this article, and Wowhead is so good at baiting people. They took this article and just said immediately, World of Warcraft is coming to console. We're fucked. We're fucked. This is why everything's gotten pruned. This is why there's no more add-ons. This is why there's no more XYZ, whatever. How many of you honestly believe World of Warcraft is coming to all consoles? Anyone? Can anyone here talk about this?
Well, I just want to say, I, for one, welcome them actually coming to consoles in a real way, not
Matt, what's going on? How we doing?
Not this. Right? Not the fake coming to console. Guys, this is just want to say this does not mean it's actually coming to console. The new Xbox is going to also just double as a PC and going to have Windows on it. As far as if WoW ever does come to console, I for one would be the first. I'd be the first one in line to buy the console that it comes out on.
Absolutely.
I'd be there.
Why wouldn't I be? Why would World of Warcraft coming to console be a bad thing? I want you guys to tell me in the comment section or whatever out in the chat right now, because I don't really see a reason why. People have already been playing World of Warcraft on Steam Decks with controllers. There's people doing 1-60s in Classic WoW with a controller. Like, and then you have people online shunning other people, being like, the second a console player gets in my party, I'm kicking them or something. It doesn't even exist. It doesn't exist yet. Like, it literally does not exist. Let me see if I can find...
I know that.
Josh Allen even mentioned some stuff about it. Devilor. Let me zoom in here. Let's go through some of this. People freaking out. The next Xbox will allow you to quit to Windows or boot out to Windows. Asgard, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Maining a Blood Elf Pally. What a Chad. A good expansion to freaking main, I'll tell you that much. It's going to happen someday. There's too much money to be made not to. Exactly. I want you guys to tell me what's so bad about it. Can anyone give me an honest argument on what the negative, the true negative of it coming to console would be?
Or if you love World of Warcraft, wouldn't you want it to go to console to bring in more players, to bring more money into the game, to further development?
Yeah.
I don't know.
For sure. Did you guys see the mage playing with a controller and doing... Yeah, I mean, that's wild. As long as the realms are split, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Cross-platform between Xbox and PC would make pugging pretty rough. I feel like it could split the community harder. I just think...
No, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it just like Final Fantasy, and everyone's going to be in one game.
Yeah.
And you're going to be able to go on your same account.
I just feel like... World of Warcraft is the game...
Buff Shaman! Buff Shaman!
What does the chat say?
Make a console-only version of World of Warcraft. I mean, I don't think they need to. By the way, thank you so much for the $1.99. I mean, they really don't need to. Like, like these things where an MMO comes to console as well, it's never caused problems before. Just like you're saying. ESO and Final Fantasy, it's like, what's the problem?
Yeah, 14 has had it since day one. And they're doing just fine. Like, those people are able to rate at the highest level, play at the highest level. DC Universe Online had it from day one. ESO, like they've said, has had it, I think, since day one, right?
Yes, I don't know if it was day one.
Okay, well, either way, I
know for a fact it came later, but I don't know.
And all these games are able to do it. I think WoW could figure it out. I think they could get it done.
I'm sure.
If they wanted to. Now, with that being said, it is not been officially announced.
No, not at all. And by the way, this is something, if it does happen, this is years in the future.
Well, this new
minimum.
Well, yeah, this thing alone, they're saying, I think, is 2027.
Yeah, I believe so. And Wowhead, you can go through it. They got everyone so good on this post. I don't know when exactly it was. I might have to scroll down for a little while. But I gotta try to find it because it's that important. 193,000 views on this one, and then the main one had 1.4 million views, 273 comments. I mean, it exploded, and people were sharing it and pretty much saying, giving out a bunch of misinformation. I love Automatic Jack. Yo, by the way, he likes a lot of our tweets, and I like a lot of his. Yo, he's fucking funny. He is hilarious. Illiterates everywhere.
I mean, he's right.
Yo, let me get some W's in the chat for Automatic Jack. He is a fucking real one. He is like the only content creator that doesn't do shit for clickbait. He's just real. Sorry I'm late. Good evening, Ram. What's going on, baby? How we doing? It is Blizzard, so we'll take some time to work all the bugs, but it's gonna happen, so just settle in. I agree. Makes you wonder what WoW is going to be once PC and console are joined, considering that this time frame puts console players on the end of the expansion trio. Yeah, it could be a little bit weird in that regard, but
no, I would.
It's more,
if they're gonna do it, it'd probably be an after the last Titan.
Think so?
Like if they're gonna at that BlizzCon announce, during the the BlizzCon after Last Titan comes out, they'll probably announce, who knows, maybe another trilogy or a duo expansion plus, hey guys,
Yeah.
this shit's coming to console.
People saying, now we know why the add-on support is plummeting. So basically, it's just a Windows PC, this guy's,
Yes.
right? These add-ons must be purged, as if we need another reason to hate Microsoft. Like, you know, guys, when it comes to internet shit, you gotta know what you're talking about before you post something online that's forever, you know what I mean? I don't know.
No, the rotations are not going to be anything like Wrath or Kata, man. They're still much more interactive and involved than Wrath and Kata.
I would say it's above Wrath or Kata, but not by a crazy margin. I would say it's more along the lines of maybe even Mop, which is just better.
It's hard to tell because you're still playing with that template character they give you would be like giving you a character in actually less than greens, like just fresh level 80 in the War Within, and they're putting you on alpha to test classes with.
Sure.
Every class is gonna feel like shit in that, no matter what. You have to kind of look past that. But I'm excited to see, once beta starts and they let you get. I remember in the War Within, I think we had like Mythic Track, Max Mythic Track, Narrow Bar Palace Cube.
Okay.
So like classes felt good there, right?
Yeah, sure.
I want to see how the classes feel once we get that. Until then, it's like, yeah, I like these abilities. We don't know how they're gonna feel at endgame.
Sure. A big fear for me is the toxicity that comes with PC versus console. Final Fantasy had it, and Throne and Liberty had it. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be toxic people. I mean, there's always gonna be toxic people.
But the toxic people will probably come from PC players shitting on console players.
Yeah, it wouldn't be console players. It would be probably console players just trying to casually play the game, and PC players who think they're good shit on them. That last comment was said in the best Jay Tello voice. Similarly, the Xbox full screen experience will allow you to exit out to full windows if you want to and run competing stores like Steam, Epic Games Store, Microsoft's own Battle.net, the Riot client, and indeed anything else you want. So does that mean you could play League of Legends on that too?
Yeah, you can play it's a computer.
Holy
Anything
shit.
that's on a computer you could play.
That thing is awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, set that up in my bedroom, chill out in bed. That's why they did that thing with League of Legends with the little arrow keys, maybe? Weird. Very, very weird. I used to complain about open mic chat on Xbox and all that, but someone told me now they have Discord integration, so I may worry. Yeah, okay. We have been playing for 20 plus years at this point. I remember liquid-cooled PCs back then. Players will find a way to play with a Nintendo trackpad. Console players will be just fine. It's good for us. No, it's absolutely good. It's nothing but a W. If you want to sit here and try to pull the whole elitism, like, I'm better than you thing because I play on a PC, it's so fucking lame to do. And just in general, it's very selfish as a player and someone who actually wants to see World of Warcraft grow, not want it to come to console. Because it'll bring a mass amount of players, it'll bring more money to the company, which more money means more shit.
I heard a few people, even in our Discord, and I've seen it all over, but I've seen people say, it's going to bring young people into the game and they're going to destroy it, or they're going to be terrible. Let me explain something to everyone. You think young people coming to this game won't be better than us very fast if they try hard? You are wrong.
Yeah.
You are wrong. There's a reason that the best players in every game are always little 12, 13, 14, 15-year-olds, right? They're coming in.
They're going to replace guys
They're going to
like
be parsing.
And you.
They're going to be parsing 99s within no time.
Yeah. Keep them on Fortnite. Please don't bring them to WoW because I like thinking I'm good at the game.
Also, those kids love to spend money on cash shops. They'll bring more money into the game.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Good for us.
True. I'm curious what impact it would have on PvP. Probably none, because a very few amount of people play PvP nowadays anyway. Exiting out to Windows would be for those who want to access the traditionally available on Xbox, including PlayStation, gives a Steam, mouse, keyboard, first games like League of Legends, or even classic games from the GOG list. What is that? I don't even know what that is. You're able to run PlayStation's PC titles like God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, and Spider-Man on the next Xbox, purchased via Steam or Epic Games. That's crazy. What a nice little loophole they pulled there, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. They're fucking smart.
They're trying to end the console wars.
Yeah, they are fucking... But only they benefit. That's fucking next level genius.
Well, and they just partnered with Asus. and had the ROG Ally / Xbox come out.
What that is?
So they have a handheld now too.
Wow. Let me pull this up as well. So yeah, a couple other things I wanted to go over on Twitter. Really quick. Let's go here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Used to make housing decorations.
Nice.
So Blizzard also made a tweet the other day on the official World of Warcraft page. That of course they are making some updates to some of their stuff, but they stated that they're working closely with add-on authors and taking in community feedback to create a more streamlined and engaging combat experience for everyone. So a lot of people have been saying, hey, why don't you just hire XYZ devs from the add-on people? I mean, they are. They are already talking to people and doing things like this. And I feel like, want to buy dark mode? Shit, I guess you're probably right. I can't really see here, though. Let me see if I can do it here, maybe. Sorry. Honestly, it was bothering me. I just don't know how to do it. Dark mode. How do I do dark mode on Twitter? Does anybody know? I forgot. I'm sure there's a way. I just don't know. Anyone know how to do dark mode on Twitter? Bro. Just make it a lot easier.
We're not going to be on Twitter much longer for tonight, so I wouldn't even...
No, there's a couple other things I wanted to go through. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess not. Whatever, fuck it. In the Chrome settings? Christ. Fuck that.
Ask Grok.
Ask Grok. That's fucking crazy.
No, go ahead and ask him.
So yeah, they are hiring some add-on authors and stuff like that, which, I mean, obviously it's a W. The more add-on authors they get to integrate stuff into the live World of Warcraft game is the better. At this point, I see Blizzard really trying to create amazing content. If it takes bringing in more money through console and real players, we could just sit back and enjoy new expansions. I mean, it's exactly what I think as well. There's nothing wrong with getting more people to come to the video game to bring in more resources. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I'm excited to see how the later half of the World Soul Saga actually performs, so that they have those metrics to decide. Well, actually, I'm assuming if they're going to do another trilogy or whatever it is after the World Soul Saga, Midnight will probably be the deciding factor. So they could start having the next team work on it as the Last Titan's going. But I am interested to see. I think it's not...
Thank you, Golden.
It's not time yet to decide, right? Because I don't think the War Within, just going off of how that kind of performs, is enough data to decide if you want to do another trilogy or go back to just single expansions. Or maybe the next one they do like a cooldown period expansion, kind of like a Dragonflight, cool our story down, and focus on kind of rehauling the whole game, and then go into another trilogy. I don't know, but
yeah, that's gonna be that's a big question to ask at the end of all this.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see where the future of WoW goes after the Last Titan.
Very interesting. So, also in Midnight, something very interesting when it comes to Delver's journey and progression. If you guys are interested in Delves or you like Delves at all, listen up. Very, very interesting topic here. At Delver's Journey Tier 11 or 9, Tier 11 Bountiful Delves will have a chance to drop hero track gear or a token that can be exchanged for powerful equipment. So that means every time you do a Tier 11, apparently, I don't know, you have a chance to earn hero track gear. I don't know if it's a weekly thing still. I don't know if it's a, 2 weekly thing, whatever.
Yeah. That's, listen, that's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. I think that, and that's another thing I'm excited to see, like the evolution of Delves, right? They keep iterating on it, I mean, they've iterated on it every patch of the War Within.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited to see where it ends up. The start of Midnight, the end of Midnight, where are we going to be? I do think it definitely should never give Myth Track in its current setting.
I don't think so.
But I think, having a chance to drop some hero is good.
Even if it was hero track gear that was locked at like 3 out of 6 or whatever it may be. Maybe it doesn't need to be full 6 out of 6. Maybe if it's just 3 out of 6. But it is something solo players can try to get.
What if you're gonna give him a hero? Let it be a hero track.
But yeah, then there could be people complaining. I mean,
who
why would I
cares?
ever do Mythic Plus until tier XYZ until I have the potential at getting a
But
certain
the Mythic Plus meta is gonna be everyone's doing their 10s anyway. That's not gonna change.
Sure.
And people are doing 10s week 1 now, pretty easy.
Sure.
So
I
you can
mean,
do
I'm
those, you're
sure
gonna
there's
do
going to
those.
be a change in how that works next first season. But delve maps, I mean, same for the delve boss ambush. I mean, we'll have to see if that replaces the map entirely. But I'm very interested also to see, because they state it drops untainted mana crystals used to purchase powerful equipment. I don't know what that means. Is that hero track gear? Is it trinkets just like they did with this last season? Is it weapons? Is it crafting materials? We're gonna have to see. There's really nothing else to
either way, W
test about
change.
Yeah, either way, W change. This game doesn't need to revolve around Mythic Plus. Yeah, please God.
Personally, I agree, but
Yeah.
I also know there's a lot of people who love Mythic Plus.
I'm gonna be honest. It frustrates me. If I have to be 100% real with you guys, I like Mythic Plus, sure, but it frustrates me that they revolve a lot of design on the dungeons around strictly Mythic Plus. Between, okay, it's gonna have 3 bosses. You're gonna be able to do this route, this route, this route. We're gonna have a caster in this pack, caster in this pack. Instead of like building a dungeon to be a great
Experience.
dungeon. Yeah.
Well, that's what I've said on this show many, many times, right?
Yeah.
It's like Mythic Plus has ruined dungeon design.
Yeah.
While they're designing it, they have routes in mind. They have the timer in mind instead of just making like a Blackrock Depths.
Yeah, not in this fucking life.
Or like, I don't know, any of the great dungeons from Classic. Like, I don't know, it's just tough. And I get why. I understand Mythic Plus is very popular. People love it. But it definitely has hurt dungeon design. And there's a couple of things I say that Classic, in my opinion, does much better than Reach. I think dungeon design was better, and I think, and I said it to you actually earlier today, attachment to your character. But definitely, like, the dungeons were just...
I would say also, in general, just memorable items to obtain.
Yeah, and by the way, Mythic Plus is a big reason why items are not memorable.
Dude, I can't
And
name...
the upgrade system
I
doesn't
can't
help that either.
name one item that isn't a trinket. Can anyone in the chat name me one item on their retail World of Warcraft character that is not a trinket that they're currently wearing that helps them deal damage? Can you name a necklace? Can you name one necklace?
No, definitely not.
Can you name a weapon?
Donovan, I wouldn't say... So, like, dungeons now, you probably need to CC more than you even did back then. The reason, so, like, in 2004 and through, 6, when you're in vanilla and you had to CC, it's because people weren't very good at doing damage or not pulling so much. But, like, in today's day, at least in Mythic Plus, if you're not CCing, you're just dead.
Mythic Plus would be better if it was loot locked like raid loot is. What do you mean? Ring of the Panoply on my Resto Druid. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Huge haste stat stick. I think I even have that on my Fire Mage. I probably have that. Is it the main stat? Like, it's all haste. It's like 6,000 haste and then 1,000 of the other stat. I don't remember the name, and it's not current, but the bracers for my Fire Mage. Oh, yeah, the one from last season where you get the cooldown reduction from Mechagon, right? I'm not counting interrupts.
No, I would say, so, like, combat feels much better today, right? But there was a feel that those old dungeons have, and, yeah, you could say the modern mega dungeons kind of are like that, but...
I think if they made one mega dungeon per expansion, or even season that can be ran, man, that would do wonders for someone like me, man.
Yeah, but you know what the problem is with their modern mega dungeons? Like Tazavesh and...
What's the problem?
And the one from Dragonflight is while you're in them, there's like a lore character that's following you around telling you the story of the dungeon. I get it. You have to like tell the story. But like a dungeon doesn't feel like a dungeon. I'm not exploring anything. I'm not discovering anything. It's okay,
it's literally a route. Like it's a straight
even
line.
the mega dungeons are not they just don't have that feeling that they had.
Sure.
Like, and I feel like delves do a better job of giving you
Open freedom.
things to explore and things like that. And it's sad. I would love to get into a 5-man and spend, some time in a dungeon and hanging out, but they just don't hit.
Also, crafting orders, you will be able to make housing decoration when it comes to professions on crafting orders. So you know what that means, right? That means you can make some really nice money.
Nice tips.
If you're, for example, a jewel crafter and you have all the recipes across every expansion, you can get crafting orders made for your decorations and make a freaking killing. And I think this is really, really cool for the game. So for crafters to make decorations, which a lot of people are going to want to be after, guys, man, that is going to be freaking humongous.
Yeah.
So yeah, additionally, is there any healers in the chat, by the way? Is there any healers currently in the chat that are playing healing at all? Right here in front of us, we have the majority of healer changes, like a basic little visual. And you can see a lot of these spells getting cut out. I wanted to briefly touch, on this topic for a bit. Man, I really got to see what's going on with Holy Priest, because you go look at them right now and all of these spells are gone. There's 95% of their spells are gone. That's crazy.
Yeah.
This priest also got a lot cut. Resto Shaman, a lot cut. Holy shit. Vicente on our current heroic raid team. Nice. But if you're a healer in the chat, what do you guys think about some of these changes so far? You guys stressed out, worried, or what? Because there's already not that much healers as is. I don't want to give them an excuse to be upset.
Well, if you make it easier, maybe some people will give it a try. Some new people.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. Also, a very, very big topic right now, ladies and gentlemen. Over on the Midnight Alpha, shout out to Mr. GM. They made a new, I guess, line of data called Interface Shop, Catalog Shop, Hearth Steel Icons. This is something that was released over the last 24 hours. I'm not sure exactly what to make of this, but if I had to guess, it has the housing icons on them. My guess is that this is some sort of, real currency trade to get an in-game currency to then buy, I would assume, either decorations, some exclusive decorations that are only in the cash shop. I don't know. What do you think of this? What do you guys think? It's a tender for housing. It's just, the thing is that it's weird that, why do they have all these different icons for them then? Why do they have a singular one? A big chest where I can easily see
it looks like
mythic
different
value.
Yeah,
this
it looks like different.
Like,
pay
I was
points.
just playing Hearthstone Warcraft Rumble the other day, and they have shit like this where it's like, this is a mythic value chest, this is a bundle, this is a single coin for $4.99, and it's looking like, to me, some sort of extra microtransactions. What do you guys think of this?
Yeah, definitely. You're probably right. I don't know.
Once again, we don't know if this is even going to be in the game or not.
And
this
listen,
is just something that are in the files.
Am I gonna go and spend a lot of money on housing items? Probably not. It'd have to be some really cool shit that fits my character for me to want to buy it.
Okay.
But I actually hope that they make money off of housing.
No.
Yeah, let them make money off the cosmetics. They did hire a whole new team for it. Yeah, sure.
I would say
Let them make some money off of
the
it.
scariest thing in an MMO happening, guys, is when microtransactions get too goofy. That's a big issue, and that's a big scary thing. Like Fortnite shit, where you're running around in a Godzilla costume or something. Like something to break immersion. That's when microtransactions, for me, I'm cut off.
Well, I don't care what anyone does
I'm
in their
annoyed.
house. Oh.
Exactly. So housing is personal. It's guild related. It could even be, whatever the case may be. So I personally don't see anything wrong with it.
I'm just waiting for the Nicki
at the
Minaj
moment.
transmog.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
No Nicki Minaj transmogs.
No, I want that.
You want a Nicki Minaj transmog?
And I'm gonna
in
name
World of
my
Warcraft.
character Super Bass. Oh. Hey, sue me.
Okay. So Lance, Nicki Minaj fan, confirmed. As long as it's pure cosmetic, I don't care, but it will make me even more poor. That's crazy. I would just think the most important thing is as long as it's not immersion breaking, and number two is as long as nothing is tied to direct player power.
That would never happen.
Or convenient, or like
No, that's
major convenience. So very, very big too there. I would say. So some people are saying, like someone said earlier in the chat, I forgot where you were, sorry. I'm betting it's Traders Tender 2.0 for housing. We could buy them with real cash. Would make sense why they said no housing stuff on the trading post. What if this is the buy currency with which you can get your decorations for your home or something like that? Cross-game currency to buy card packs in Hearthstone.
That's crazy.
New WoW token icons. Can't forget about those. These are some data mines decor that say shop as a part of their name, and this might be why.
All right. I mean,
So yeah,
we all knew that was coming.
Yeah,
right?
we all knew that this was eventually coming, and they stated it in the very first article they ever put out on housing, Lance. I don't know if you remember, that they said clearly we're going to have a flood of things to create, but some of it will be exclusive to an in-game shop. They said it very, very clearly. I could see them putting Jim Raynor or Lilith transmogs in WoW. Fuck it, put it in. I think it's a little goofy, the sci-fi thing, but like...
I would maybe keep out StarCraft, but maybe
Yeah.
add Diablo stuff.
Yeah, Diablo would be cool. Diablo could be... I think sci-fi cross-promotion is a little goofy.
That's a harder,
harder pitch.
Yeah.
Looks exactly like the type of currency they added to Hearthstone that caused a max exodus of players. All right, settle down. I don't think anyone's going to quit World of Warcraft because
for
there are
housing.
housing decorations on a real
housing
game
shop.
shop. And to be completely honest, I don't know how big, like obviously housing's going to be big. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, choose my words very, very wisely here. But I don't know what's the percentage of players out of 100 that would say, hey, I'm going to spend real life money on housing decoration.
Probably more than you think.
Really? Think so?
I think so. Especially if they do some cool shit like an Illidan statue. Shit like that.
Think so? What do you guys think?
Like
How many
Xal'atath's foot, maybe?
How many of you guys think, how many of you think players will spend real money on housing decorations in Midnight World of Warcraft?
75%? No. 75% I think is too much.
That's a lot. That's 3 out of 4. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm more like in the 30 to 40%.
Crafting for housing is still a thing, and there's still crafting orders and all that stuff. You can still craft decorations. There's reputation for decorations. There's trading. It's gonna have its own trading post in a way. We're just checking because there's these brand new files here called Interface Shop, Catalog Shop, Hearthsteel Icons. 60%, 40%, 25 to 30%, 2 out of 5 people. I would say 1 out of 5 people would
I think
buy
you're wrong.
something.
Actually,
I don't think
it's more than that.
I don't think it's. That's a lot of people. That is a lot.
but a 1 out of 5 is what?
20% of people.
No, it's more than 20.
It's just $5. Then you're hooked. Plug. I would, if I had to put money, I would say it's about 20%. If Lance is looking more like 30 to 35%.
I'm like 30 to 40.
Especially if some of the items are $2.99. Yeah, if
That's
they're
true.
that
Well,
cheap,
yeah, if it's $2.99, yeah, I could see 75%.
I could see 50%. Yeah. Definitely higher. Can you put housing craft in auction house? I'm sure. Yeah. That's why it's important right now, Ollie, to probably start getting your professions up if you're looking to make some money off those sort of things on your old world professions.
Are we excited to use housing? I think I'm more excited.
See the guild and what they do.
I'm more excited for the neighborhood
Yeah.
than I am the actual, like my actual house. But I will say...
We are going to have a Comeback Kids neighborhood, by the way, guys.
2 of them. One for Horde and Alliance. I'm more excited for the neighborhoods, I think, than the actual, like, designing my house. But I love looking at people's imagination and seeing what they do. I'm going to design a house. But I'm not going to, like, sit here and be in my house all the time. But I definitely want to participate in the neighborhood, do whatever events they have. You know, shit like that.
For sure. Also, ladies and gentlemen, something very, very cool. The UI is looking exceptional, by the way, for the housing catalog. You can see it on screen here. They made a little option to where in the last midnight build, you can actually track where to find specific decoration items and how to obtain them, similar to how...
In the actual UI?
In the actual UI.
Wow.
So you shift click it, and it goes over, it tells you where the vendor is, whatever, and it'll mark it on your map for you. So very, quick and clean. I really like that. Do you think there should be flying in neighborhoods?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think there should be flying.
I don't think there should be flying. But, I mean, there is. So. Whether they change that or not is up to the developers.
They should allow the, like, whoever is the mayor of the neighborhood to allow, to choose, like, if it's a flying neighborhood or not.
So either way, really, really cool stuff. And by the way, man, the UI for this stuff looks so clean and so fluid. And I've been holding off on doing any content on housing specifically because I don't want to spoil it for myself. So how many of you guys are going to sink like fucking 4 to 5 hours when you're first decorating your house? Dude, I'm going to sink a buttload of time. And I'm going to hold it off until I'm like at least max level and like I'm a little bit comfortable. Because I know the second I start doing it, I'm going to get sucked in for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hope it's not like Garrisons. There's not going to be anything tied to player power in it like Garrisons were, so I don't think it will be. But also, it's a neighborhood, so like people are there. Yeah. Your whole guild can be there, so that alone already makes it like much different from, Garrison. Yeah.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, we got a very first look at an actual detailed, fleshed out map for the Midnight expansion. Creator, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the love, buddy. By the way, also, guys, if you want to show some love over on Twitch, you can toss up some Twitch primes. You don't have to, like, actually donate, like, real money or anything, but if you want to triple check over on Twitch, and you guys have a Twitch prime for absolutely free, you can toss it out, support the channel, and gain some benefits over on there. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love. So you can see here the Isle of Quel Danas, Silvermoon, Eversong Woods, Zolomon, the Void Storm, as well as Herondar. So very, very cool. It looks very clean. I didn't love the layout of the War Within, simply because you did. I didn't. I mean, I know, like, lore-wise, it had to be that way, but the whole going down into the going down into the going down thing, yeah, that was annoying. I got over that really quick. I personally like a map where I need to go east, I go east. I need to go north, I go north. Same, like, west, south, whatever.
This even more annoying because you have 2 zones that are, attached, and then you have 2 zones that are completely separate that you're probably going to need a portal to get to.
Think so?
Well, the Void Storm I don't think is on this planet.
I thought you were talking about these 2 down here.
No.
I don't think they're going to be that far away.
Void Storm is literally on a different planet.
That I understand.
And Herondar is under Kazalgar. Right? So a portal is what you're going to use to get there. That's kind of I don't know.
Kind of want to use my undercover. Fucking crazy. I'll do something with the exterior first. I built a lot of clubs and houses in Final Fantasy XIV. It's very addictive and super chill pastime. Damn. Cream of clubs. I'm very excited. If you're going to be in the Comeback Kids neighborhood, really excited to see what you do then. As a Blood Elf man, I can't even begin how long I'm going to explore these zones. What a trip it'll be. Yeah, it's going to be epic. We have the same now, Siren Isle and Koresh. Yeah, but those are
but those were
0.5
after.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, bud, they're going to probably have new zones that are also going to be teleports that will not be attached. Especially if that troll zone comes in. And my prediction of a Draenei zone coming.
Uh-oh. Spoilers.
Not a spoiler, it's a guess.
But anyways. Also, ladies and gentlemen, oh buddy, oh my. It's back. It's back like that pimple
By the
that
way,
won't go
I'm buying
away.
that shit, bro. 100.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Brutosaur mount might possibly be coming back to World of Warcraft for us to either purchase or earn. Whoa. You're gonna cough during the Silver Moon opening?
They're not gonna let people earn that shit. They're not gonna do that.
You're gonna cough during the Silver Moon opening intro theme?
What are you two guys going to main in midnight?
Before we answer that, let me ask you something. Now, previously, before, ladies and gentlemen, this mount went for $90 on the store. It caused quite the ruckus. Let me tell you, I even made a video about it, pretty upset about it, but guess what? I bought the shit because it was way too good to pass up on. In the database, there's a table named Catalog Shop Wide Card Brutosaur Comeback ROW. This could very, very, very well mean the Brutosaur is absolutely coming back to World of Warcraft. And let me tell you something, as someone who owns this thing, the value you get out of this, it was worth every penny. Do I think it's good? No. I think it's actually pretty messed up to do. But the value is too good. An auction house and a mailbox wherever you need is fucking powerful. It is very... You have no idea how many times me and Lance are playing, and he'll be like, yo, stay on your mount, bro. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, I gotta stay on my Brutosaur mount. So the question is, how many of you missed this mount when it first came around? And how many of you would actually buy it?
I'm gonna buy it. I only didn't buy it last time because I literally had to like not play the game for over a month because I had pneumonia. And I just didn't log in to even be able to buy it. I thought I had time. I am 100% buying it the second it comes out.
Yeah, it is way too good. The value is incredible. I never fly to an auction house again. Ever.
Why would you? You have one.
That's what I'm saying. I never have to waste the time to do that and then run to the mailbox. I literally am just at the crafting guy. I buy my stuff. I get my mail right there and I'm crafting. It saves me so much time. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. So I'm going to be real. I hate the idea of it potentially coming back because it's going to make them a lot of money. And I don't want them to get any funny ideas. But boy, oh boy, it's too good to pass up on.
The next one's actually going to be the Ultra Brutosaur, where it's the auction house, the mailbox, and a crafting station. And you could do work orders right from
and repair and transmog.
And it gives you a 10% bonus to your damage. Hey,
$180. The Midnight Battle Pass coming soon.
The Void Dino.
That's fucking insanity. So I guess that's really it when it comes to midnight news, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for us to move on. Onto some bigger news going on. Let me ask you guys something really quick. Let me cut the music for a second. It's time to get serious. Cut the music. Let's go full screen for a second. How many of you all, when it comes to gaming, the MMORPG genre is your absolute favorite type of game to play? How many of you all? Lance, what's your favorite type of game to play? Genre? Is it shooters?
For the last 2 years, I've only played WoW. Except I did play City Heroes one night though.
Okay,
I did.
That's cool. Is it shooters?
No, I don't.
Could it be card games?
What type?
Hearthstone?
Sometimes me and my wife play some card games.
Cool.
Yeah.
I would say for the majority of people who are still actively playing an MMORPG today, their favorite game genre is probably an MMORPG, because the MMORPG, I would go out and say that it's a dying sort of thing, a dying gaming genre. What are your thoughts on that? Like it's just burning out a little bit.
100%. And I don't know if you want me to say the reason.
Go, man. Go talk.
Why? The investment for the return is just not there. These could be the most expensive games to make. And the problem is the younger generation that's spending all the money in games is not, they're not playing these games.
Yeah.
And then also the communities around these games, they act like they don't want those kids coming in, but those are the kids that keep these games. Those are the kids that keep these games coming out.
Keep the lights on.
Yeah, they're the, casuals, kids. These are the ones who keep the lights on 100%. And I think if an MMO is ever going to have a chance at being mainstream, it has to be, I don't want to say marketed towards kids, but it has to be, something that a kid could realistically want to play.
Yeah.
Which probably means it has to be an established IP that kids could see and want to give a shit about. But yeah, whatever.
I would say, and I want you guys to answer this question, what's the reason you play an MMORPG? I would say for me, the biggest reason I play an MMORPG as my main source of entertainment is the fact that it's a game that would just essentially, hopefully, never die. It's a game that's timeless. It's not too seasonal to where I invest my time and the progress is lost. It's not like a game like Madden or Call of Duty.
Well, hold on, because Retail WoW is very seasonal.
Yeah, but you still keep all your shit. Everything's kept.
Just
your
meaningless
characters
after 6 months. Yeah.
Well, the raw power, sure, but not your transmogs, not your collections, not your achievements, not your mounts, not your characters. I mean, the reason I play MMOs is because I don't feel like I'm wasting my time.
See what Vessi has to say.
I play MMOs to escape my wife and kids. That's fucking insane.
WoW's been my primary game since 2006. Dabbled in SWTOR. I think we all dabbled in SWTOR a little bit, right?
I played almost every game, but by far the WoW is the most complete game. Warcraft needs to collab with Fortnite to get kids in. That's fucking crazy. The other players and friends, honestly, Xal'atath's Feet is why I play. Riot MMO has the best chance of success when/if it ever comes out. Dude,
right? You can't say that.
I've been
and listen,
talking about that game with Lance for 5 years.
Maybe more. But
Bro,
listen,
that shit ain't coming out.
I trust Riot to make a good game. I don't
It ain't coming out.
think that game's coming out.
That game ain't coming out.
I don't
The
know.
Riot MMO ain't coming out. I'm sorry, hate to break it to you. And the same thing about me praying on this Lord of the Rings MMO twice, praying for it to come out. It ain't coming out. It ain't coming out. And the problem with MMORPGs, ladies and gentlemen, is Lance pretty much hit the nail on the head. The cost is easily starting around $80 to $120 million. And in order to make money like that, you have to boom. To sell $100 million just to break even is very difficult to do.
That would probably be on the cheap end these days.
Yeah, that would be on the
'Cause
cheap
I
end.
remember SWTOR was like 250 million or something.
Yeah,
When it came out, of course, a lot of that was the voice acting for every freaking quest in the game.
sure.
But I'd be very interested to see what New World costed, for instance, or what any of these, Eastern MMORPGs cost to come out, because these games are very expensive.
So, sadly, ladies and gentlemen, unless you guys, live underneath a bit of a tree, and you're not really active on gaming news in general, something very sad happened over the last 24 hours. Let me go to my screen here. Okay, I don't know what all this is about. Fuck off. The New World MMO has officially been pretty much on maintenance mode, sunset. They are done making content for the New World MMORPG, and even worse, a lot of the players and ball players over at Amazon Game Studios that they've had taken from New World over the last year, they shifted them over to the Lord of the Rings MMO. And that was a lot of the reason why they were saying things like, now we have some of our guys working on the new Lord of the Rings MMO. That's why development's going to slow down, XYZ. So they had less updates, and Now even the Lord of the Rings MMO is pretty much canceled.
Kaput.
It is gonzo, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. None of this is good news because it only gets worse from here. For Lance, New World's development recent financial numbers show a revenue of approximately HK 16. I don't know what HK is. You got to convert that to US dollars. It's got to get converted to US dollars. Obviously, it's not in the billions. So moving into it though, just to quickly break down, Amazon is significantly scaling back its first-party game development, canceling major projects like the Lord of the Rings MMORPG, and shifting focus to casual and AI-driven games. New World will enter maintenance mode now until its 2026 shutdown, while updates continue for Throne and Liberty and Lost Ark. So right off the bat, this is absolutely devastating.
They're gonna cancel development on New World, but keep development going for the pay-to-win game.
Yes.
Cool.
And
Nice.
for this also, Amazon Gaming Studios is leaving open their cash shop for New World, so you can still spend money or New World stuff. It's a
Guys, what you have to do is go to that cash shop and spend as much money as you can for them to prove to them the game should stay alive.
yeah. A very, very big disaster, I would say, in general for gaming. I mean, we all know the AI takeover has been happening. I mean, everybody I know uses AI, at least here or there. I use it all the time. I use AI all the time. Like, it helps me with my work tremendously, getting ideas and figuring shit out, how to do things efficiently. I use it all the time. I know you do. Everybody uses AI.
I actually had to do some stuff for work today. Some paperwork.
Okay.
I just give it all my information.
Okay. I got it.
It implements it for me.
I got it. I know
You
how
know
AI,
how AI
works,
works?
man. Yeah,
Oh.
appreciate it. So something that's a little bit of a problem. Amazon is laying off about 14,000 workers, and the company is ailing. Games division will be hit hard. In a memo obtained by Bloomberg, reports confirmed the cutbacks, telling employees to expect significant role
They have
reductions.
14,000 people working on video games?
I don't know. I guess so.
What the hell are they doing?
I don't know. So projects that we were all pretty excited for, I know me and Lance were talking about for a while, was, one of them was the Lord of the Rings MMORPG. It has been canceled again. By the way, this is not the first time this MMORPG has been canceled. It's actually the second go around of canceling for the MMORPG. They announced that they're working on something internally. They said, no, they're good. And then they re-announced that they're going to continue it and, take some devs from across Amazon Game Studios, work on it again, and it got canceled again. So that's 0-2 for Lord of the Rings MMORPG. And the remaining in-house Amazon Games team will focus on creating casual and AI-focused games.
What does an AI-focused game mean?
I'll tell you in a second. New World, the division's most popular game at this point, has been sunset into maintenance mode and will no longer be receiving new updates, leading to an eventual shutdown in 2026. So, you guys are curious, what kind of games could they possibly be working on with these AI, driven technologies? It's got to be something fucking incredibly innovative, right? No, you're actually wrong. If we go over to the article, it states Amazon Gaming Studios with this technology is creating a game with Snoop Dogg, where he keeps order in his court and then summons your friends. So it's like a party-based game where it's nice, casual, goofy.
Hold on.
No.
That's
No. Hold on. You hold on. Let's
That's
go ahead and
sick.
take a look.
Step right up. Judge Snoop presiding. Around here, we mix a little style with our substance, and we always keep it 100. Let's get into the details and see where this road leads.
Wait a second.
Play it on Luna.
Yo, I want that game.
Quit fucking around.
No,
Let's give some serious input.
Dude, I like Snoop Dogg.
You done? You done joking around?
Like,
Like
What are you talking
24/7
about?
about the Snoop Dogg thing? This is a problem. like real passionate MMORPGs and video games are getting replaced by fucking courtroom chaos starring Snoop Dogg. I'm done. I'm done. This is the future of MMORPGs.
Maybe the problem's you.
This is what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. This is what's going on. And it's an issue. We killed New World for the Snoop Dogg courtroom game. 14,000 employees. Cut. Dunzo. New World's gone. All these employees are out of jobs and they're getting replaced by AI slop to have Snoop Dogg in a room in a party-based format.
I think with Amazon laying off 14,000, that can't just be for game.
No, it's not just games. It's a mass sort of cutting workers in general across a lot of their divisions.
I'm gonna be real with you,
but
buddy.
It's because of the AI.
Ashes of Creation is not going to succeed anywhere.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, guys.
Ashes of Creation is...
Me and Lance have been talking about Ashes of Creation since I was a senior in high school. In case you guys were wondering, I'm 26. That was 8 years ago. Ashes of Creation either is never coming out, it's a scam, or the third option is it does come out in 2045. So pick your poison.
But even then, even if it comes out, it is not a game for the masses. It is definitely not a game for the masses. It's a game for a very niche community.
Continuing, they gave a quote, "While we're proud of our successes in the first-party AAA game development and publishing, we have made the difficult decision to halt a significant amount of our first-party AAA game development work, specifically around MMOs within Amazon Gaming Studios, including making significant role reductions in our studios in Irvine," which was the AGS team for New World, "and San Diego, as well as our central publishing team," part of the memo reads. They'll continue updating existing games like Throne and Liberty and Lost Ark with new content, company confirmed. Now, why do you think they're continuously updating Throne and Liberty and Lost Ark, Lance?
Games are pay to win.
Games are pay to win. And they have...
they got whales.
They got major whales there. So they're taking away a game like New World that just had some actually really good traction the other day. And I can pull it up for you guys. Fucking Snoop Dogg courtroom. What a joke. You could see immediately, the second this game got its news, the population typically would be up here in the near the 40,000s, but now it's in the 10 to 12,000 range. An absolute tragedy to the MMO community. Tragedy to New World and the team over there, especially since they don't get funding. And something I want to ask you, Lance, is MMORPGs, especially New World, they tend to have very straightforward, I guess, earning models on how they make money. New World went the route of you buy it once, you have it forever. Was that a major downfall on why this game eventually is at where it's at and why it's now getting shut down?
Well, their monetization model would have made sense if they would have kept, you know, like a good 100K a month player base who was constantly buying things in the cash shop. But it doesn't work when, I mean, their lows, they had a peak, like 24-hour peaks of 5,000 people logging in, right? 5,000 people don't keep the lights on. Doesn't make Amazon, when they see that quarterly report, be like, oh wow, the world's making a lot of money. But you know, I mean, they might have been operating the game at a loss. They legitimately could have been operating at a loss.
For sure.
Now it's sad that the game is, you know, being sunset now, but and actually I've seen all of the new buzz around it, and they're saying they've made great decisions, and the game is a lot better. They made some very poor decisions early on, which caused that 913 100,000 all-time peak. I mean, you remember the Steam? What do you mean? That was the first game we ever made content on. You remember it all so well. And they hurt the game, and it sucks. But I think the best thing that we could hope for in this case is the game gets shut down, and they were just like what is it? Whatever company NCSoft did for City of Heroes is they allow, they give the source code up for it so people could make their own servers for it.
Yeah, I would say the best case scenario for New World at this point is similar to what Lance is saying. Give up the source code, let the player base, let the passionate players and, maybe private server developers create something.
Maybe they should give it to the creators of Turtle WoW so they can work on something legally.
Maybe they should. But either that or at this point, something happens to catch AGS's attention and show how passionate the player base is, and maybe they come up with some sort of campaign to try and keep the game, going. And I think the only way to actually save New World would be to have some sort of subscription-based model, probably at like $4.99 a month, $5 a month. You pay, you play fucking New World, and I don't know. It's a disaster. It's a disaster in my opinion. It sucks. Seeing an MMO get shut down, guys, it's never good. Especially, one that actually started doing very well. I mean, having this, there was a 50,000 peak the other day. 50,000, that's a lot of people playing just on Steam. That's a lot. Like, that's not including, console, like PS5, PS4, whatever, Xbox. That number could easily go up to 70, 80,000 in a day. And that's a lot of fucking people. I don't know if you guys know that, but like, you don't just hit those numbers every day. Like, that's hard to do. Like if you make a game and you put it on Steam and it hits 50,000 concurrent players at once, that's a successful game. You take that and you move on. Obviously, it depends on how much money you're spending. For example, you go to Elder Scrolls Online nowadays. They're not really doing shit. 13,000, 24-hour peak.
To be fair, I think New World, at least on PC, the only way to get it was on Steam, right? Whereas Elder Scrolls Online is on other platforms on PC as well as...
Sure. My point is I would say ESO Online is either equal to or over that 60, 70, 80K daily mark. What up, Herc? What's going on, baby? How we doing, buddy? It's a sad day, huh? Sad day. I would say ESO... Yeah, I don't think there's, simply getting 13,000 views a day. That would never happen. But my point is that I don't think it's that far off from New World at this point when, 50K people logging in every day. I would say ESO is anywhere between 50 to 70 to 80 people logging in every single day. And, I feel like New World was right there. The problem is they just didn't have any money coming in. No money coming in. People bought the game once, and that was it. Not enough money coming in. You see that report, and it's like, ta-ta, Turbo, man. I'll see you later. I don't need it.
Well, yeah, like, how do you justify...
How are you, Herc? I miss you, buddy.
How do you justify continued development unless the cash shop is booming? Yeah, so it's tough.
It's tough. Do you think MMORPG players are stubborn and try new ones, but then go back to their comfort MMOs?
100%.
Absolutely.
100%. And if most people who play MMOs, you ask them, what's your favorite one? It's usually whatever one was the first. Like, what was the first one you played? Oh, yeah, that's my favorite. Usually, not all the time.
I had no idea that they were shutting down New World. Still the best combat system. Yeah, I agree. I still think New World's combat is the best ever. That's not good combat. Don't keep the lights on.
Combat don't make a great game.
Don't. It makes a good game. don't make anything exceptional.
Good combat makes good combat.
Yeah. Sad, really. Also, how many active players is like Guild getting? Still a good amount, huh? I've never played Guild Wars. Is anyone in this chat ever played Guild Wars 2 like very seriously? Anyone? Given Guild Wars 2 like a
Whatever you do, don't disrespect Guild Wars.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying Guild Wars. You're crazy.
I think that's number 3 on the market, Bubba.
You're crazy. I think it is too. I think it's way bigger than ESO.
Oh, then ESO, yeah.
I think it's obviously World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, Guild Wars, and then I guess was ESO. What would be 4th? That's it, right? It's got to be the big 4. I did at the start. No. Damn, so not really anybody, huh?
I played it at launch.
I think MMO players want to play new MMOs, but they just aren't made well enough. Janky combat, pay to win, etc. Yeah. I played Guild Wars 2. Tried it, didn't like it. Been a while since I logged in, though. Yeah, I don't know. I never gave it a good old, like, more than 4, 5, 6 hour at a time college try. You know? I would be interested in doing that. Maybe even before midnight, casually. Just very casually trying it out. Shit, I want to give New World one more go. I really do. I would be so mad at myself if I never tried all the new updates ever before it gets shut down. I would be so mad at myself. There's no way I can do that. I burned out quick at the launch of Guild Wars. They went away from the Holy Trinity. I loved healing so that it just annoyed me. Really?
That's fair.
Is that true? Is that how that combat system works? They don't have
everyone's
killer DPS?
not in the
Really?
not in that sense. Everyone's pretty. Everyone should be self-sufficient.
What the fuck?
But I mean, I didn't play hardcore. I didn't like raid or anything.
That's weird. That's very weird. The only MMO I'm playing right now is Ashes of Creation. Besides that, I played Battlefield. Try Mr. Panic Concept was quickly. Remember why I really never played it in retail? Yeah. Well, here's what it is. Listen, once again, I think Ashes will have its day in the sun, but it's not going to be as big as everyone hopes. But it will have its player base. It will have a very, very solid player base logging in every day. I would say ranging between 40 to 100,000, no matter what. Anywhere between that big, large bracket, logging in every single day playing. I would say so. Yeah. There's already a ton of people playing. Like, they do a stream and there's 10,000 people watching the stream. A live stream. Not even playing the game. You don't think so? You could be honest, bro. Fucking talk.
I think that game's ass. I think Ash Creation is horrible.
That's funny, man.
And I think if they want that game to be good, they better get their ass back in the kitchen and keep cooking.
Oh, buddy.
They got years.
I'll tell you what, the combat's not bad in that game. I think
That's
it's
cool.
the systems that bother me really bad. Like, some shit that they do just pisses me off. I rotate through WoW, ESO, and SWTOR. Depends on how much I miss my characters if there's new content. Yeah, I gave SWTOR a good go not too long ago. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that.
I miss SWTOR.
SWTOR's fun.
But that game's not very good anymore.
The combat did not age too well.
They didn't have the money to update it the way it probably should be.
Yeah. And the talent system is absolutely horrendous. It's the worst talent system I've ever seen in any
The game, Vanilla SWTOR was
Vanilla SWTOR was excellent.
minus the lack of content at endgame. But the game itself was good.
Yeah, I agree.
Leveling
I mean,
was awesome.
SWTOR it's Star Wars. It's Star Wars the MMO. How can you not freak out when you hear something like that? I mean, what kind of nerd are you if you look at that and you shun it? Star Wars the MMO.
I really enjoyed playing a small.
I enjoyed playing every class, just like you. Every class, you can go down the line. They're super fun to play. I think you also need a good pool of macro level content creators to consistently stay engaged in the game akin to Vault. Man, you want to know, if you really think about it, I think today, by the way, marks the 16th anniversary for League of Legends being out, by the way. I think today.
Wow.
You know what's really interesting? League of Legends has never changed. It's been the same shit every game. There's a start. It starts the same way, and no matter what, it ends the same way. Someone loses. And for a game to be active, constantly getting patch updates once a month or every 3 weeks, whatever the case may be, and for it to be active for 16 years and dominate for that long, the only people that can get credit for that is not the actual League of Legends game, it's the designers and the developers. They fucking nail it.
There's something about when you're playing League of Legends, and even when you're upset, team is throwing, getting shit talked by people. There's a... Yeah, well, he doesn't mean the game hasn't changed at all.
I just meant the start and end goals.
It's Summoner's Rift.
Yeah.
You're going 5v5 and you're hitting it. But something about it, that rush of just going through the motions of that game, it's addicting when you're into it.
No, it's addicting. You guys see the mop community freaking out today? About what?
What is the mop community freaking out about?
What? Because of a release that was buggy? I mean, classic players freak out about anything anyways. I mean, I would just say World of Warcraft players in general. One thing goes wrong and all hell will break loose for WoW players. Any new articles? Ooh, dressed like a void elf with nutrients. Outdoor.
Ah!
Want me to pull that up?
Might as well.
Right?
Yeah, you might as well.
It removed gold from old raid bosses.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh, what are they getting mad? Holy.
Oh, yeah, we saw.
Yeah, we saw all this stuff. Yeah. Any other additional changes? These are so nice, bro.
Oh, they updated the... Yeah, whatever. They're cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen all these. But yeah. I mean, we're getting close to that time, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I would say keep the form freakouts for next episode. I would say. Older raids don't drop gold or something now. Yeah. New World felt really fun recently till I realized the best way to loot gear is to just run around and loot chests. Oh, that's fucking ass. New World had no content. Never.
Chest runs still a thing, huh?
Never. New World never had any content.
When did New World come out?
They never adapted, huh?
That game come out 2022?
21? Late 21? November,
Wow.
October, September 21?
They're really still doing chest runs? That's
This
crazy.
is my life, bro. World of Warcraft might actually be the last standing MMO ever. Listen, there's a few things in life that will never change. Gotta pay taxes. Gotta take a piss. World of Warcraft will be number one. Nothing's gonna change that.
No, I mean,
Flipping shipping.
it could happen.
Bro, shut
But it hasn't
up.
happened in 20 years.
I don't even want to hear that. It'll happen. It
I mean,
never
eventually
happening.
some sort of visionary's gotta come, right?
No. You think it's Steven Sharif?
No,
Steven Sharif is your visionary.
I don't. I think
Yeah,
Steven
you do.
Sharif,
You fucking said it. I heard you.
I think Steven Sharif might be a
What's
drug
the-
addict.
what's the-
like, honestly. So
What's the opposite of a visionary? A fucking drug addict.
he might be a drug addict. I don't know.
Yo, that's crazy. Chess runs were fun for the first and second time. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. What do you guys think of a company like JagX getting rid of microtransactions for RuneScape? Generally, your thoughts on getting rid of microtransactions that lead to power creep? I think it's great. Get rid of anything that revolves power for money. I've never liked that. I think it's a joke. Cosmetics is always fine. We're in 2025. Ashes of Star Citizen. True. Get paid and get laid. True.
Ashes Star Citizen is actually crazy.
It'll be Wild 2.0 that unseats World of Warcraft. True. I don't know.
Could be.
We had a good run tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We did good over on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you guys so much, man, for tuning into the show. I don't wanna like get into other World of Warcraft stuff. I'd rather leave it on the MMO topic and New World in general. Obviously we all know right now is a tiny bit of a downtime until we get some major updates on the alpha to where I can, really sink my teeth in Endgame and make more content videos for you guys.
Well,
so
also, a lot of them will be in beta at that point, too.
that will be fun. Maybe I can even get groups together with you guys if anyone's interested.
Yep.
Get some footage. That would be fun. And go through there. We got a lot of content coming soon, dude. Housing is coming out in fucking 1 month from now, which is insane. So definitely be ready for that. A lot to come, guys. A lot to come. Thank you guys for tuning in. Herc, I love you so much, buddy. Hope you and the kids and the lady are good. Love you guys a lot. Lance, anything